Hi, it's Charlie McCann from the Stand James. Welcome to a preview of match day 3 of the Champions League. We've been in Anfield. Where else? With Liverpool lost their last 3, they entertained Lyon. 100% record so far in the group. Lyon lost on Saturday, however, to Sochaux, home defeat 2-0. And although I think we may have got carried away with Liverpool losing against a very progressive Sunderland side, forget the scoreline. What was more worrying, I think, from a Liverpool point of view is the fact that they played very, very poorly on that occasion. Chelsea before that, they really didn't offer a great deal, including Fernando Torres. Torres out again for this evening, Gerrard back, and before that they were well beaten in Florence by La Viola, by Fiorentina 2-0 as well. I think Liverpool will get back to winning ways. I do think there's been a slight overreaction to Liverpool's 3 poor performances, but an Anfield night, a European night at Anfield, I think Liverpool will win. But on the drift, 8-13, 4-6, 8-11, now 4-5 for Liverpool, draw 5-2, and money for Lyon 4-1 into 7-2. Whatever Sidney Govil and co say, that they want to finish top of the group and therefore they need at least a point, I don't think they'll get one from Anfield. The Gunners travel to Holland, to Alkmaar. AZ Alkmaar only lost once in 37 games in Europe. That was to Everton in the Europa Cup back in December 2007, and I think they'll get a point tonight. Arsenal are too short in my opinion, 2-5, 1-2 rather, 6-1 at Alkmaar and 3-1 the draw. I think it will be a draw, 3-1 on that occasion. Arsenal losing 7 squad players, let's call them squad players rather than call them key players, being Thea Walcott, Bentner, Rosicki, etc. So they'll still have a very, very strong team out, but I only think Arsenal will get a draw on that occasion. Fiorentina, I also don't think, we talked about La Viola, their travel to Hungary. I don't think they'll win. I don't think they're great on their travels. Remember, they were very, very disappointing against Everton. I do expect them to lose 2 points this evening. I think La Viola will only get a point in Hungary this evening. They're only Alberto Gilardino, who scored, of course, for Italy against the Republic of Ireland last week. He's back, but I think that will be a point. The other bet I've got for the week is Sevilla even money against Stuttgart. Stuttgart have not won in the last 6 games, and that includes, of course, home games. That includes Rangers on match day 1 when they were in control of the game in the first half, and then Rangers thoroughly deserved their equaliser. Marcus Babel's under pressure. Sevilla, okay, they were fortunate maybe to go in 0-0 at Ibrox in match day 2, but they were wonderful in the second half and thoroughly deserved their victory. Okay, 4-0 may have flattered them. They can continue in good form. Luis Fabiano and co. Maybe Fabiano's going to go in the January window, but Stuttgart in crisis, and I do think that even money Sevilla is a decent bet and one which I will be availing myself. Manchester United at 21-20 against CSKA Moscow, 11-4. Without Rooney, without Darren Fletcher, without Ryan Giggs, can't have Manchester United either, I'm afraid, at those odds. I certainly wouldn't want to be taking just fraction over even money. I think this is a decent CSKA Moscow side. More importantly, Manchester United, are they going to have one eye on what is happening at the weekend when they travel to the arch rivals Liverpool? By this time, of course, it's possible that Liverpool will maybe buoyed. They'll have Torres back, of course. They'll be buoyed, of course, having beaten maybe beaten Lyon 24 hours earlier. Chelsea should beat Atletico Madrid, but 1-3. Chelsea, very ordinary, I felt, on occasions in so far in Europe. They haven't really shown the form they've shown in the Premier League, and forget that defeat, of course, to Aston Villa. Chelsea were the better team and are, but 3's on. I don't know, Atletico Madrid, it's only 12 months since Atletico Madrid went to Anfield, were the better team, and they lost to a very, very disputed penalty in the last minute. So when I say drew, it was an equaliser, of course. Steven Gerrard in front of the Kop in about the 96th, whoever's clock you were going on, Fergie time, I think it was about 10. But they would be my 2 bets of the week. Also should mention as well, Milan go to Real Madrid, Santiago Bernabeu, and Kaká making his first appearance against Milan. We've also got Clarence Seedorf against his old team, Jan Klaas Huntelaar against his old team. 16 European Cups between them, such is the history between Real Madrid and Milan, and I think a 2-5 Milan, I think that is 2-5 Real Madrid, that's far too short in my opinion, and I do think Milan may be overpriced at 7-1, but I do fancy the draw. No Cristiano Ronaldo, and if you have a look at their Real Madrid's record in recent years, the last 6 games against Italian opposition, they've lost 4, drawn 1 and only won 1. With that, I do think 2-5 is slightly overpriced. So on match day 3, my bet, I think Liverpool win 4-5, but my bet of the week, Sevilla, even money to win in Stuttgart.